Well, guys, it's a tale as old as time. If I were to ask you, what is the name of an online figure that has basically become synonymous with internet drama over the last, year and a half? I feel like most people are gonna have one particular name pop into that old thinker. And for a while, it started to seem like maybe that was gonna go away, but today we are reminded that some things never change. Now, MrBeast is not a person who is unfamiliar with controversy. Throughout the entirety of last year, I feel like the whole MrBeast drama saga was the biggest piece of recurring internet drama we had, and at a point it felt like it was never going to end. And for the last 4 or 5 months or so, it seems like for the most part, MrBeast has been able to keep himself out of drama. That was until this lawsuit. Basically, if you haven't heard, MrBeast is being sued by the Mexican government because of a video that he uploaded about a week ago titled "I Explored 2,000-Year-Old Ancient Temples," in which MrBeast and friends go around exploring various Mayan temples. So, yeah, it seems like MrBeast might have found himself in a new shitstorm already. At least it's a fresh one, I guess, and that's what we're going to be looking into today. But real quick, before we do that, there's something that I need to show you guys. Now, over the last couple of months, me and a company called AugustTheDuck have been working together to make what scientists are calling the greatest desk mat to ever be made. Okay, we didn't make sure that they were actual scientists, but I'm pretty sure that's what they'd say because this thing is magnificent. With the help of some amazing artists over at AugustTheDuck, and I really do mean amazing because this is what I provided them with, we were able to come up with this beautiful desk mat that I'm hoping you guys will want to enjoy with me. I've been living with this desk mat for the last couple of weeks. I've been using it every single day, and seriously, the quality has blown me away. It doesn't slip, it doesn't slide, it feels good, the print is great, the colors are vibrant. It's perfect for a gaming setup, it's perfect for an office setup. I mean, it's honestly just kind of perfect overall. For the design, obviously, I had to stick to the duck roots, and we were able to come up with something that is not only unbelievably fucking adorable, but is also just pretty to look at. And no, I'm not just saying that because there's a little version of me in that little log cabin right there. These mats are going to be available for a limited time only, a little bit over a month. Come June 20th, these will be gone for good. So if you're interested in purchasing one, don't wait too long. There'll be a link in the description to take you guys over to AugustTheDuck's website, and I hope to see a lot of you guys rocking this in your setup. To anybody who feels so inclined to purchase one, it really does help me out a lot, so I appreciate that greatly. Don't want to spend too much time fawning over the mat. I could do it all day. Let's get back to it. Now, according to the articles I've read, this was all made possible by a firm called Full Circle Media, which I assume worked with Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, which is the firm that's filing the suit against this media company. And according to this institute, this media company violated the terms of what the government granted them permission for. Now, as of right now, it's not fully clear whether or not MrBeast is involved in this lawsuit or not. I'm going to assume that if he's not right now, then he will be eventually, because it seems like the reason this lawsuit was filed, because the footage that was captured of and the videos that were made with these temples were not supposed to be monetized in any shape or form. And it seems like MrBeast not only monetized his video on YouTube with advertisements, but also promoted his personal brands within the video. So while right now it seems like this lawsuit is only directed at this media company, I'm sure that MrBeast or his team had to sign something saying that they were going to follow and respect these conditions, and, well, they didn't. So I'd be pretty surprised if MrBeast and his team do not get involved somehow. And the main reason that I say that is because it seems like all of the gripes that this institute has are pretty much directly with MrBeast. They seem like things that are kind of out of the control of the media company that he would have been working with, and I'm sure that is the stance that they will try to maintain as well. Now, I've got a news article and a social media post from the Mexican government that we're going to look at. We're also going to look at part of MrBeast's video, but just as sort of a baseline, it seems like the two main complaints that the Mexican government has here is one, obviously, the monetization of the video. He plugs his chocolate. I think he says something like it's the only Mayan approved chocolate there is. So, you know, maybe not the best choice of words there. And also there's a lot of CGI used in this video, and it seems to be the stance of this institute that sort of devalues the archaeological history, and they're also looking at that that as him spreading false information about these sites. So that sort of seems to be the two main issues, which, like I said, I don't know what a media company who was kind of facilitating all this stuff being filmed really could have done to prevent that. Anyways, with that being said, we're going to go through some of this news article that gives us some more information about this lawsuit, including that apparently on Wednesday, the president of Mexico requested clarification on the conditions under which the YouTuber was granted access. Now, I don't know if this is what prompted the lawsuit, but everything about the lawsuit seemed to have been made public on Wednesday, so maybe. But as we've discussed, the permit issued to this production company did not authorize the use of the image of the archaeological sites for the advertising of commercial brands for private profit. Now, MrBeast was not inside of a temple when he plugged his chocolate, but obviously it was still in the same video, plus he said it's Mayan approved, so, you know, really no way around that. And just so you can see it with your own eyeballs, here is that right now.
And to wrap up the night, we have a special Mayan dessert, the brand new Feastables Peanut Butter Cups. Wait, brand new, but it's a Mayan dessert? Don't ask questions, it's dessert. Here you go. The king of marketing over here. Bro, look at how much peanut butter is in there. Isn't it sad that there are humans on this earth whose taste buds have not been blessed with the brand new Feastables Peanut Butter Cups? So if you want an ethically sourced, amazing tasting snack, make sure you reach for Feastables. It's good. The only Mayan approved snack on the planet.
So there's that, and unless there was just like some insane miscommunication where somehow absolutely nothing that this institute told this media company was relayed to the MrBeast team, this seems like a pretty blatant violation of the terms that everyone should have known about. Now, the big thing that leads me to believe that it's not just going to be the media company involved in this, what makes me think MrBeast is definitely going to be a part of this at some point, is that the institute is demanding compensation for damages and a public retraction for non-compliance with the terms of the permit. And I can't imagine the public retraction that they're looking for is from a media company nobody's ever heard of. You know, they're probably going to want that from the face of the person who, you know, said and spread everything that they're wanting retracted. We can go through the full statement that the institute released because it's really not that long. And again, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but I feel like their gripe is really with MrBeast here, not so much this media company. But I'm not 100% sure of the legality of everything involving that. Maybe there's really nothing they can do against MrBeast, and it will be all against this media company. But the statement reads, in relation to the videos spread by YouTuber MrBeast, the INAH reports that it will always be open to audio-visual proposals that contribute to the knowledge and dissemination of the archaeological and cultural heritage of Mexico. We are pleased that YouTubers and all the young people of the world appreciate the value of our original civilizations. What the INAH strongly condemns is that there are those who take advantage of the good disposition of the institutions to violate the terms of the authorizations granted. Moreover, the INAH condemns those with commercial interest and private profit purposes who dare to deviate the value of archaeological sites, which are the legacy of our origin cultures and pride of our nation. Permission issued to Full Circle Media, representative of MrBeast, did not authorize the publication of false information or the use of the image of archaeological sites for private profit commercials. We'll circle back to that in a second. The heritage of the nation, which is public by its nature, cannot be exploited by commercial enterprises. The separation between political power and economic power is an indescribable principle of the fourth transformation. It is for this reason that the INAH has filed an administrative lawsuit against such producing company, demanding compensation for damages and public retraction for non-compliance with the terms of the permits of good faith issued by the institution and for making illegal use for profit purposes private of the archaeological heritage that belongs to all Mexicans. So circling back to that one line, I believe when they're talking about the publication of false information, I've got to imagine that refers to all the CGI used in the video, which there is some like questionable stuff. Lots of underground x-rays or like x-rays of the temples showing things underground or inside of these buildings that are clearly not actually there. Also stuff like making artifacts look like they're glowing or they're smoking. There might be something that I'm missing that could be more directly considered false information, but that's really all that I could gather that might be what they're talking about. Doesn't really seem like any of the articles out there know either. Maybe they're referring to the fact that he said the chocolate is Mayan approved. I don't know. Whatever it might be, this all seems like it could have really easily been avoided. I mean, you'd think with something like this, where you have to have permits to film and there's strict guidelines, that there would have been some sort of approval process before the video went out, of viewing a look at the script, you know, something that would have gave this institute sort of an idea of what's actually going to be put out there. I feel like something as simple as that would have prevented all of this. Again, maybe there was some crazy miscommunication between the media company and the MrBeast team, but I don't know, that's hard for me to believe because people don't get to film this shit. Like, nobody really gets to go into these places, so I feel like for them to allow such a big production, things would have been laid out pretty clearly, you know? However, that's really all the information we have right now. This is all pretty new. This stuff has basically just hit the internet, so curious to see where this goes and if MrBeast ends up tied up in this a little bit more than he seems to be right now. Well, guys, what do you think? What do you think not only about what's going to happen here, what do you think about this lawsuit? Do you think this is on MrBeast? I don't really know who's to blame here. I feel like with MrBeast being as big of a name as he is, with as many people on his team as there are, if guidelines like this were just laid out in front of him, guidelines made by a government entity, I feel like he probably would have followed them. You know what I mean? Like, not even for moral reasons, just as like a business decision, this would be a really stupid thing to like purposefully go against. So I don't know, I'm kind of curious to get more information about all this and see exactly what happened, what caused all this, because it's honestly just not really making a whole lot of sense to me. What does make a lot of sense to me though is you buying a desk mat, so don't forget if you want one of those. They won't be around forever, link in the description. Hopefully this doesn't start a whole new era of MrBeast slop content. We'll see. See ya.